see. I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me. 1, 2, 3, I'll be there.
Come on. Who needs friends, man? You guys need friends? All right. Thank you, Bruno Mars. Was cracking. This is my first ever Instagram live video. And I'm joining you on my Facebook page at Money Smart Guy. But I just want to announce, man, if you ain't joined me on Facebook yet, join me at Facebook at Money Smart Guy. If you ain't joined me on Instagram, boom, boom. Join me on Instagram too as well. What's going on, Steph? What's going on, Mr. Bold Statement? What's going on, you guys? You guys are commenting, et cetera, et cetera. I hope you like that song, man. But the topic of this conversation is 10 indicators. Let me give you guys 10 indicators 10 indicators that you need new friends. 10 indicators that you need new friends. But before I do that, I just want to make sure as a friend to you, hopefully, that I want to make sure you guys are reading Principles. This is the Entrepreneur Book Club, hashtag Entrepreneur Book Club. We are reading Ray Dalio's book this month, Principles. So fantastic read. I'm tearing this up. My mentor, Patrick Bet-David, CEO, founder of PHP Agency, recommended that we read it. We're tearing this up. This guy came from middle-class neighborhood in Long Island, and he's like a master on Wall Street right now. But instead of talking to you about specific investments and how to grow wealth, he talked to us about, boom, principles. Principles. Are you leading your life by principles? So the reason, let me tell you guys, the reason why I'm doing this video on Friday, by the way, happy Red Friday. You guys wearing red? You guys wearing red? Instagram? You guys wearing red? You guys wearing red? Why? It's Red Friday, R-E-D. Remember, everyone deployed. Listen, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Matt Sapaula, commonly known as a Money Smart Guy. And I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps. And all my boys are deployed right now. They came back. Some are still left overseas. Some of my guys will never come home. And to honor them and to honor the fight and the freedom they fight for us on a daily basis, those in uniform still, I'm wearing red, man. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard about Red Friday. I'm not sure if you ever heard about me, but I'm a United States Marine turned veteran entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur now for 19 years. And make a long story short, guys, I'm honoring my veterans because of Red Friday. R-E-D, remember, everyone deployed. What's going on there, Doc? Doc is a corpsman. He's definitely a military personnel. That's a great follower of our page. Thank you, man. If you haven't done so already yet, man, make sure you follow our page and you share this. 10 indicators that you need new friends. Why? Because a lot of us are seeing our friends this weekend. A lot of us are seeing our friends this Saturday. A lot of us are seeing our friends tonight after a long, hard week, right? Long, hard week. TGI Friday, right? Thank God it's Friday. Yo, to entrepreneurs, thank God I'm free. Thank God I'm free. So anyway, there's Veronica. What's going on, Veronica? What's going on? Good to see you. Can't wait to be back in the office too. Can't wait to see you back in the office. She's out there in Atlanta. But hey, Veronica, listen, talk about some friends. We're going to have some fun friends at our new office. This is our fourth new office in 3 years, all because we made a decision to surround ourselves with the right people. And the hardest part, I would say, the hardest part about going in business for yourself, by the way, all these little stickies here are people that are taking offices inside our new 12,000 square foot office, Suite 230, Michael Jordan, 23. But we're moving in there March 5th, the next couple of weeks. So we're going to see it early next week. But our fourth office in 3 years. And every office is taking, we have no vacancy. We've got, this is an open space, but literally we have to build out space because all of our offices are filled. Talk about having a training center, an entrepreneurial fitness center. Yeah. You like that? Entrepreneurial fitness, that all of us are growing in this office together in our lives, in our personal lives, obviously in our business lives, because we've chosen entrepreneurship. We've chosen business as a vehicle to get us ahead. So listen, guys, I'm motivated to share this video with you, and I hope you're motivated to share this too with your timelines and some of the various groups that you have become a part of. And if you do so, if you share this video to not just to your profile, but to the various groups that you're a part of, I want to give you this book. I want to send you this book. I think last time somebody won this book. I think it was Tori Hansberry. She shared it to like 20 groups. In the last video we did, live video, was 5 different ways to become a millionaire. And she shared with like 20 groups. So guess what she's getting? On Saturday, she's coming in. We're giving her this book, Principles. She's a winner. Congratulations. And the person who shares this the most on this live stream, I want to send you this book too as well. You can be here local in Chicago. You can be in the West Coast, East Coast, wherever. We're going to send it to you via Amazon, or if I know you and you're in a local area and you share it with the most amount of people, no favoritism. I'm going to count. We're going to count how many times you shared it with the various groups that you're a part of, or tag people in it. We want to give you this book, Principles. So, all right, let's get right into it. So, 10 indicators that you need new friends. Listen, 19 years I've been an entrepreneur, and one of the hardest things I've ever experienced as an entrepreneur is seeing my friends and family support me. No, friends and family didn't support me. So I know some of you out there, you're fighting for your financial lives. You've decided to become an entrepreneur, whether part-time or full-time. You've invested money, you invested time, and yet you're let down because your friends and family have let you down for some reason because of your decision going into business. So that's okay. So here's the saying. I want to start up these, before I started these 10 points, I want to give you some solace. I want to give you a word of encouragement. I've realized that your family, your relatives are the ones you share your blood, right? You share their DNA, cousins, brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, right? Your relatives is the people that you share your DNA with. But your family is the one who believes in you, okay? Is your family who believes in you. So, man, if you wouldn't mind, in the comment section, tag somebody who's not related to you, but yet believes in you, okay? Tag somebody in the comment section below, somebody that is not related to you, you don't share DNA, but believes in you. Your teacher, your pastor, your mentor, right? Your newfound friends in business. So let's jump right into it. So number one indicator that helps you decide, man, I need some new friends, man. First one, you feel comfortable around them. You feel comfortable around your friends. You feel comfortable around your family. You feel comfortable around you just chill. You know why? Because nobody's challenging you. Nobody's challenging you. In fact, in conversations with them, you find yourself lowering yourself to the conversation level. Like your conversations with them don't even excite you anymore. Like your conversation with them, and by the way, this has got to do, relatives or friends, whoever you grew up with, whoever you went to school with, whoever you grew up with, whoever you work with right now, and you call them friends, well, this is an indicator that you probably need new friends. I didn't say forget about them, but these are friends that encourage you, that build you up to the next level. Because to me, that's what a friend is. And one of the things I carry here on my desk is a John Maxwell Leadership Bible. So it's an actual Bible, King James Version, but John Maxwell, a leadership guru, breaks down scripture to me according to leadership from a leadership perspective. Okay? So when I say friend, what I'm thinking about is counsel. What I'm thinking about is defined by Proverbs. A friend is somebody who's willing to tell you the truth, the reality, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Why? Because you ain't got time to waste in your life to go around thinking that you're right when you're actually wrong. See, to me, that's a friend. And if you have friends and family that doesn't challenge you, that's bringing you down to their level because they feel comfortable with you at their level, and you find yourself lowering your emotions, your state of conversation, your state of mind down to the level, it might be an indicator that you might need to change some friends and people that you hang with. Okay. So number two, an indicator would be that all you guys got the same cars. All you guys got the same neighborhood. All of you spend the same amount of relative time with those that you love and care about, right? The only time that your friends are able to hang with you are on weekends or on holidays, right? And you may have a free day, but you, like Bruno Mars said on this song, is that if you're willing to go out to the ocean, right? Will they meet you there? 1, 2, 3. Will they meet you there? Okay. And sometimes, you know, my daughters have this thing about their friends. Is that that's my friends through thick and thin. Well, you know what? I really find out through the thick whether or not they're real friends or not. And so, and some of you guys right now, the only time you're able to see your friends and family is tonight, is this weekend, right? That the only, like, I had weekend friends. How many guys had weekend friends? You guys remember that? Who had club friends? You guys had club friends? That the only time they did their job, you did your job, but you're texting each other on Wednesday, dude, what's going on this weekend, right? And you spend all your money on blowing it on the weekend. Listen, I did that for my entire 20s. And then Mondays, like, you don't hear from them. Tuesday, you don't hear from them. Wednesday, and all your money is blown. And you've got nothing to show for, not even a friend. They're just your party buddy. All right, they're just your lounge because you don't want to go to the club all by yourself. You don't want to go to the bar all by yourself. You know, you kind of had to roll in with the crew, right? And so if you need somebody to make you feel like you are somebody, listen, don't relieve that control to somebody else. That's your control. My hope and prayer for you guys is that you do things in your life that any room you walk in with your head held high, your shoulders back, your chest out, confident, because you are who you are, because you're doing you. And you're allowing somebody to coach you how to be a next best version of you. Third indicator that you need new friends, right? You're the one always paying the bill, man. You're the one always paying the bill. You go out with your friends, and man, they got alligator arms, right? You're sitting down having lunch with them. You go out to the bar. You go out to the lounge. You go out to dinner, right? The bill comes out. They pretend like they don't see it. Oh, did you see that so-and-so? They pretend like they don't see the bill. They're not the first ones to reach for the bill. The Geico commercial guys got alligator arms. They can't even reach the table because they got alligator arms, short arms. How many guys know what I'm talking about? You have friends like that? Might be an indicator that you need new friends. Everybody goes to you for an emergency. Like you don't have your own drama. Don't you have your own drama? And then you have somebody else sprinkling crap on your lawn, sprinkling crap on your rice? Aren't you tired of it? Listen, if you are around your friends and family and you're always paying the bill and everybody's always going to you for emergencies, chances are you might need to hang around with some new people. Okay? Next one. The next indicator. None of your friends, like Sheena and I, we had a Saturday afternoon. We want to have a getaway, and so we called our friends Jose and Marlene Gaitan. We called our friends Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas. He said, you know, we have a free Saturday afternoon. Could you hang with us until Sunday afternoon? Because we just want to decompress. We just want to hang out. Can you meet us in Vegas? Can you meet us in Vegas? And they're like, yeah, no problem. What time are you guys showing up? Yeah, it's Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. All right, we're booking a flight. I'll see you there in Vegas. Rodolfo and Ceci flew from Houston. Jose and Marlene Gaitan flew from L.A. We flew from Chicago. We did our meeting in the morning. Boom, we got on the plane. We got there by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we had dinner that night. We had some good times, exchanged some ideas, some thoughts. And boom, man, we had a great time together, a great 24 hours. And we're back by Sunday night so we can do our national call by 8 o'clock for our firm. And then Monday, we're same old. If you don't have friends that are able to do that, chances are but by the way, if you can't do that by yourself, you definitely need some new friends. Matter of fact, you need to be telling you, because you need to be your own best friend. If you can't do that, you need to fix that issue. Why? Because we live in America. We live in America. You should be able to bust loose to New Orleans. You should bust loose to New York. You should be able to bust loose to Los Angeles. Our good friend Veronica, who's watching this right now, she's in Orlando visiting family. Her sisters are there. And at the same time, she's creating a tax-deductible business trip because she's sandwiching it between business conversations at the beginning of the trip and at the end of the trip. So therefore, at least 50% of the trip is tax deductible. Boom, right? That's the type of conversation you want. The type of conversation you have with people just helping you with that thought process. Okay. Next indicator that you need some new friends is that none of them are dependable, right? Like you're dependable, but they're not dependable. Here's the thing too. You find yourself not wanting to be dependable to them, right? And they never come through. You ask them to come roll through. You ask them to hook you up. You ask them to take care of you. You ask them to babysit. You always come through for them, but they never come through for you. Boom, indicator you need some new friends. Purge. So I hope I've shared with you 5 tips so far. I'm gonna share with you the next 5. But I hope that you're processing this information and having a system to find out who you need to be hanging with and who you should be hanging with and not hanging with. Why? Because most people go through their entire lives, never make a big decision. And when a big decision needs to be made, all their friends are gone. And you've just spent a whole lifetime building friendships with them. One of the most disappointing things for me is when I decide to make a big decision in my life to go into business for myself, to invest in this, to go opposite of what everybody's doing. There's a lot of people that don't support me, man. They're lowering me back down to the level. They're not encouraging me. They're not encouraging me. They're not, do that, man. Go for it. No, I've always had people in my life when I was coming up, dragging me down. That's why I need to know. I need to cut some people loose. That's why I need to know. Boom. I need to not just unfriend you on Facebook, but I just need to unfriend you for a moment because you're not feeding into me, man. So hey guys, which one of these so far is making sense to you? All right. Next one. You invite them out to your birthday party, your anniversary, your wedding. You invite them to the new opening of your new business, your restaurant. You have a workshop at your house. You have a gathering at your house. You have a workshop at church, right? And you're inviting people out and they don't roll through, right? They don't support you. They don't support your life events. Guess what? Cut them out. Listen, if you're not there for me in my darkest moments, what makes you think you're going to be there for my greatest moments? If you're not there for me when I'm broke, why do you think you're going to be there with me when I'm making it? So you can mooch off me? Listen, we had a conversation with Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker made $100 million in his playing career, won an NBA championship with Shaq and Dwayne down in Miami Heat. He's out here in West Side Chicago. That's where he hangs out, Tesla Cigars. We're hanging out there, having a conversation. He's 6'9", big guy, but his whole entire playing career, first round draft. He played at University of Kentucky, right? I think he played for Patino. But $100 million gone. You know why? Surrounded himself with the wrong people. And don't you think you needed to know that at the beginning of your career versus at the tail end of your career? Well, this is something that you need to know now, because if you say you're my friend or my family and you don't show up to my life events and you don't show up to things I invite you to, what qualifies you then as my friend? And that's probably the hardest thing you got to do too. You got to love yourself enough to cut yourself loose from certain people, because as much as there's freedom in yes, there's even more freedom in no. Live life lightly. Choose, be proactive of who you call friend, of who you surround yourself with, okay? All right, next one. All right, next one. What's up, John Lang? Semper Fi, Devil Dog. How you doing, man? That's a Marine in transition in Minnesota, working together with our guys up there, man. Proud of you, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right, next one up. You want to call somebody a friend? I dare you right now to call them on your cell phone. You want to call somebody a friend? Call them right now. Call them right now. Call them after this live stream. Call them. See if they pick up the phone. Or if they don't pick up the phone, they call you right back in the next 3 to 5 minutes. What's going on, Danny Banks? You call somebody a friend? Okay. You call somebody a friend? All right. Call them. Not text message. Call them. Okay. See what happens. And if they don't pick up, see if they call you within the next 3 to 5, 10, let's say 15 minutes. Hey, what's up, man? Did you need anything? Bro, all good, man. I just want to say what's up. God bless you. Listen, Fridays is Red Friday. You know what I've done all day today? I've called a bunch of veterans today. In addition to my business calls, I've called a whole list of veterans. I've called a whole list of veterans that are in transition. You know why? Because sometimes these Marines, these guys in transition, I got a Marine send me a message from Iraq. He just needs a friend that he can reach out to because none of his unit, nobody's thinking the way he wants to transition out of the military to become an entrepreneur. Nobody understands him. They're Marines. He has a professional duty, a professional obligation to serve them, to serve our country. But when it comes to friend and wanting to get to the next stage in life, he's coming back in April from Iraq. And if I can be a friend to these Marines and service members and Army, whatever branch of service, and to be a friend to help you in transition from military to civilian life as an entrepreneur, then you're going to be able to call me, not email me, Facebook me. I got a bunch of people. Listen, a lost art this day and age is people actually picking up the phone. What an annoying thing that people don't pick up the phone. You call them friend, but they don't pick up the phone. And then if they do pick up the phone, they're reluctant to hear from you. Yeah, what up, man? Like what? Is something wrong? Why is something got to be wrong? They should just be happy that they heard from you. Because as much as we go through life, man, if we're doing life together, man, I'm so glad that some friends call me. And by the way, guys, I run a business. I get calls left and right. But when my friends call me, those who call me friends, I pick up the phone, man. Matter of fact, FaceTime. How you doing, man? My friend John Mason just called me. He says, man, I got some exciting news for you. I want to share it with you. Boom, FaceTime video. What you got, bro? Monday, he's signing a 4,500 square foot lease in Orlando. He's officially expanding his office in Orlando. Jonathan Mason, moving from Jacksonville, he and his friend, Nick Polson, who they went to school, they grew up together. He was doing real estate, making $100,000 in real estate. He says, Matt, listen, my friend decided to open up an office with me. He's on the lease too as well in Orlando. And guess what? His name is on a dotted line. Well, that's another indicator. Which one of your friends would be willing to sign on a dotted line, a legal agreement to go in business with you? And then no matter what happens to the relation, good or bad, you have the conversation. Listen, if the shit hits the fan, we're still friends, right? Yeah. We'll push through this stuff. That's friends because they're there for you for your life events. Okay? They're there for you when you pick up the phone and call, right? And you got to be a good friend too. Listen, as much as I'm giving you guys a hard time of who to select as friends, you got to be a friend. You got to be a good friend. Don't expect to have good friends around you if you're a shitty friend. Okay? So be there for their life events. If you say you're going to do something, follow through, even if you don't feel like it. If you don't feel like picking up the phone when they're calling you and you call yourself a friend to them, pick up the phone. Right? So on and so forth. Okay, move on. Next indicator. They don't support your ideas or goals. Said, man, I want to do some big things in my life. I want to be debt free. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to move here. I move to this zip code. Man, I want to buy this car. Like, man, and they're like giving you a hard, man, what are you talking about, man? You want a Mercedes, please. All you deserve, man, is a Honda. Where are you from? You know, what you think you are? You know you come from. What, you want to live in that neighborhood? You know you come from. Man, I tell you that. They don't support your ideas or goals, right? And I'm not saying that they don't argue with you. You should, I mean, in a friendship, you should have some healthy debates. Like if you have a friend said, man, I don't believe in entrepreneurship. Well, I do. Well, let's have a conversation of why you feel that financial independence and financial freedom is with the security of an employer, with somebody else you call boss. They call you boy, but you call them boss. You call them daddy, but they call you boy. You know why? Because they tell you how much you're worth. So help debate with me. Help debate with me why you feel that the path to financial freedom is through a job. And by the way, I can still call those friends because we have a healthy debate. Why? Because I find myself, sharpening my skills, sharpening my argument with somebody who feels that way. Just because we don't agree all the time doesn't mean I can't call you friend, right? If I support them in their opinion and they support me in my opinion, and because we're both independent people journeying through life together, hey, then there it is. But if they don't support you in your ideals and beliefs because you're entitled to your own opinion and entitled to your own ideals. Listen, one of my good friends is Muslim. I'm Christian. Good friend is, there he is, Nabil Khan. Just because we're two different faiths doesn't mean I can't support him, that I can't be there for him, that I can't make sure his family's taken care of. So what if we don't pray the same way? So what? He's entitled to his faith and his religion, and I'm entitled to mine, and we don't judge each other for being different people. We embrace each other for our similarities versus rejecting each other for our differences. Who do you call friend? All right, next one. This is a big one. I have a hard time calling somebody friend if they display dangerous behavior, if they display dangerous habits and addictions. Now, Matt, are you that judgmental, Matt? You can't have a beer? No, I'm not saying you can't have a beer. I'm not saying that you can't smoke a cigarette or this. But if it's a dangerous addiction or a habit that leads you down a downward spiral, and listen, that's probably not a friend you need to be around, because it's only a matter of time before they take you down to their level. Okay, and so when you're saying you're my friend and they're displaying that, like how they treat their spouse, how they treat their husband, how they treat their children, right? And you get, okay, I get you different, but if it's dangerous and you don't say anything about it, or you do something dangerous and they don't say anything about it, why are you calling them friends? Why are you calling each other friends? You've got habits and addictions that's causing them to lose progress in their business or integrity with their family, and you don't say anything about it. Why do you call yourself a good friend to them? And vice versa. If you do the same thing yourself and they don't say anything to you and they let you get away with it and they never bring it up, then why you call them a friend? I like hanging out with people that allow me to have high standards. And here's two things. Here's two things what happens when you have high standards. A, if you have a high standard mentality, half your friends don't like you and they'll reject you. But if you have high standards, guess what the other half of the room does? They're attracted to it and they step up to it. Right? Luis Rubio says, I made the best choice in my life recently. Man, that's a great testimony, brother. Right? So, man, I appreciate that conversation. Luis Rubio. Okay? Luis Rubio. Weren't you? I think I remember you, man. Haven't seen you lately. Cool. Last but not least, guys, before I wrap it and let you go and you enjoy your Friday, maybe it makes you think twice about who you're hanging with this weekend and what you need to be filling your time with and who you need to be filling your time with is, last but not least, is you need new friends. An indicator that you need your friends is the only time you see them are this weekend. Okay? That's it, guys. And I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you guys are finding yourself in a position where you're finding new friends that want to encourage you, that allows you to be around people that want to know more, that want to be more, and that are willing to do more. That's my encouragement to you, because my life changed. This scenario here of building a new office, 12,000 square foot office. Hey guys, I don't know if you guys see this, but we're in that building. I don't know if you guys see that, but you see that building over there. But we're in that big tower over there. Right outside, big tower. It's the biggest tower in downtown in Oak Brook. It's the biggest building outside of downtown Chicago in 4 states. We're in that building, and we left that building because we outgrew our space in that building. And then we've been in 4 different offices in 3 different years. Each office getting bigger. Each time we're attracting more and more new friends in business, and we are powered. Yeah, Danny Banks, we are guilty by association. But more so, we are empowered by our association. So I want you guys to be empowered by your situation, because, listen, nobody's going to help you out. And here's why. A couple of things I want to share with you guys before I let you go. Look at this fact. If you don't think you need to be making more money, the American dream starts at $130,000 a year. The price tag for the American dream. Look at the essentials. All right. And that's just one category. So this is USA Today. If you want to be living the American dream with your friends and family, the price tag is $130,000 a year. The next one I want to share with you guys is this. A friend of mine just called me because he just got laid off by Capital One. He just got laid off by Capital One. and he thought he was going to have a future in as a financial advisor. But just yesterday, Capital One laid him off and a lot of his friends off too as well. And he called me because he figured I gave him the right guidance, the right ushering him the right advice, not necessarily to recruit him to my company, but to make sure he's off and well in the right direction in a very objective basis. And as last but not least here, I want to share with you this one. Listen, 20% of America, man, 20% of America say they're living the American dream. So if you need a argument to say, Matt, I really need to be living my dreams. I really need to be putting myself in a position of success. Hey guys, this is it. This is the moment. Nobody's going to bail you out. Nobody's helping you out. And if your friends and family around you aren't helping elevate your game to the next level, then you need to define who your friends and family are very quickly. And then if you're then you build your finances up enough so you go back and you go help your relatives. You go back, you build up a lot of resources and financial income and investments and savings on your own, and then you go back and you help them. You be the hand up. If they don't want to follow you on this journey of being an entrepreneur, and then my friend, you need to define who you surround yourself with. As I said in the beginning, your relatives is who you connect your blood with, but your family is who believes in you. Well, I want you guys to know, if you're watching this right now, and you've probably watched this 2 or 3 times, I want you guys to know I believe in you. If you don't have anybody believe in you, I do. Stay connected to this. I love to get in conversation with you guys, attend to our next conference so I can meet you in person, shake your hand, and be that type of person in your life that's going to help you step up to the next level. This weekend, guys, I'm wearing his hat, but this weekend, our good friend Shorty Torres, Jose Torres is coming in town. He won his fight last Friday at the Titan FC. He defended his belt for the 3rd time. We're very, very proud of him. We sponsor him as a fighter. He's coming to our office tomorrow on Saturday. So if you guys want to come out to our office in Oak Brook, not only plug yourself into an environment of like-minded thinkers that want to know more, be more, and do more, and meet Shorty Torres, we're hoping that he gets a call from the UFC to fight on that platform. He'll be here. So 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, Saturday, 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're going to have a workshop here for entrepreneurs. If you want to get ahead financially, attend this event. If you want to get ahead in terms of taking control of your income, come to this event. If you would like to meet our guests and partners and like-minded thinkers, come to this event. If you'd like to meet Shorty Torres, who just won his fight last Friday night in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, defending his title for the 3rd time, right? 3rd time, Titan FC 49. He'll be here tomorrow morning. Take pictures with him, and we'll have some Sharpies for you guys, so you can sign some autographs for you guys, wherever the case may be. So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a productive, not just have a fun weekend, not have a relaxing weekend. I want you to have a productive weekend. You get ahead financially in your life. You run circles around your competition. You've been going to run circles around your debt, your financial situation by doing differently what most people wouldn't be doing differently on evenings, especially weekends, surrounded by the right people. If you're looking for the right people, reach out, connect with me. If you're in the Chicagoland area, if you're in Florida or California or other parts of the country, listen, we got offices in 49 different states across the country and in Puerto Rico. We'll connect you to a local office of entrepreneurs willing to do more, have more, and more importantly, be more. They're willing to work for it. They're not entitled to it. So, all right, champs, 10 indicators that you need new friends. If you're just watching this right now, you're just logging in right now, watch the replay, and I'll see you on the other side. Make sure you like our page here on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like our channel, subscribe to our channel, and hit notification squad. So next time we upload a video, it's going to go right to your email, so you can watch it right away. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. Till we meet again. Continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today.